Hello everyone, my name is Ash, and hi, I'm back, and I'm here with another lovely, Perfect Save episode. Now, not much has happened this week, except for, oh yeah, that thing, GTA. So I got a late copy of GTA. I didn't go on release date, so I've been playing that a little bit, and I've been playing Coder, so, Knights of the Old Republic, so, and now I'm back to Dragon Age, so that is just gonna be a hell of a lot awesome. Now, I did upload on Wednesday DA2 and it had the old god baby and all that. I was going through the comments and I'm actually really impressed, and not only that, but I really feel bad because some people have way better insight than I do, and I'm going to address that in next week's vid. I think next week's vid is also going to be about Sandal, because a lot of people are curious about his involvement, especially since he was the one who gave us the prophecy in DA2, so I gotta stop saying so. So basically, I'm going to be talking about Sandal in the next one, most likely. And I also, some people asked about the Mage Templar conflict, so I think I can mesh that into it, but I don't want to like dive into too many topics at the same time. I want to stay consistent to one and make sure that it's delved into properly, that I can get into the background, I can get into the description and all that. So you didn't want to hear about that because you care about Dragon Age 2.
Do you do anything?
Am I the next stop in your career evaluations? Joy of joys.
You watch and you talk. Is that it?
You are dismissing hallmarks of both the utterly ineffectual and the incredibly dangerous.
I don't know what you mean.
It means coins flow when I talk and when I shut up. Like if you got paid to guard or unguard.
That makes no sense.
Good.
So what I'm doing here is I'm going to be meeting Tobias, and I brought Carver with me. So I've never brought Carver with me whenever I do this portion. So we're going to be talking. The actual companion thing is family history. If the Mage Tobias is alive, which he is, he might be in the gallows. Find information about the letter in father's belongings that told of the death of an unnamed family friend. So we're going to talk about it quite briefly. Oh, and before I forget, I do want to mention this before I start it. I mentioned it in last week's, but now I actually have a link and I have a time frame. So on Saturday, or tomorrow, since I'm uploading this on Friday, I'm going to be a guest on Geekwisition. It's a podcast that is being hosted by Scottish Warrior, Ability Drain, and Gamer MD. And I'm pretty sure a lot of you have heard of them because they also do Dragon Age videos too. So please, okay, so I believe on twitch.tv/ScottishWarrior92, what you do is you press the follow button and make sure that, you know, you're logged into your Twitch account, because that way that you'll get the email whenever we start. I'm pretty sure it's going to be starting on 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. Eastern, or, let me think here, 12 or 1 p.m. Pacific. In UK time, I have no idea because I completely forgot, so I'm sorry about that. But I think you can use World Time Buddy in order to figure out what time it starts in your region. So, like I said, 3 or 4 p.m. Eastern. Yeah. And we're going to be talking about Asunder, and we're going to be talking about Inquisition, and a whole bunch of awesome things. But I do suggest that you read Asunder and catch up on all that. I should probably make an update video rather than talking about it during my perfect save. But I do what I want. Okay, here we go. I'm going to talk to Tobias.
More mages. You talk. I'm going to ask the guards about their training.
I know your face. I am Tobias. You and that man are both Hawks. I remember your father. Malcolm was a good man.
My father must have left quite an impression. The letter I found was ancient.
I needn't tell his own child how special he was. As to the letter, it pained me to send news of the Templar's death.
The Templar?
He allowed your father to leave Kirkwall. Rule is not served by caging the best of us. A wise man.
Sounds like he didn't quite understand the job.
Doubt can serve the faithful. even as it vexes them. I fear this has been lost. I will send the letters I held. It seems fitting that they return to family.
Damn it, Carver, why didn't you wait? I wanted him to listen. No, he had to go to the god and be such a dick.
Such a friendship. Few like your father remain. Even fewer like the Templar. Rest well at the Maker's side, Sir Morivar Carver.
Yeah, Carver, you freaking twig. It's too bad I can't talk to him right now and just be like, hey, Carver. Like, I really miss it how in Origins you can just talk to them while you're just going around.
Have a plan, get to it.
Ugh, you jerk. And you didn't have to worry about anything. You just speak to them, and it doesn't matter. But no, I have to go home. I need to go back to Ganlin's house. At least they're changing that.
Here, I got you something.
Why?
I'm not holding you back with generosity. Just have a look.
These are by father. Are you sure they aren't meant for you? I bet another mage could get more out of them. For your service that cannot be admitted, I ask that you accept this trinket and know that I shall respect your name. Thank you, Conscience of the Order, Sir Morivar Carver.
Carver?
The Templar who allowed Father to leave Kirkwall. Your namesake.
A Templar? Have we met a Templar who isn't a colossal prig?
I think, see, this is what confuses me whenever it changes and it looks like this compared to like this and like the diplomatic kind of, or not diplomatic, but like the aggressive, like, don't be such a dick. I do like the sarcastic version of this, but I think this gives more points. Actually, I don't even know if it gives more points, but whatever.
Father must have felt he was worth honoring.
A man who let him look ahead. And a name that would always mean skill thoughtfully applied.
Seems like he thought it held some promise.
Not a link back, but how to go forward. That's what I was to him. I don't know what to say, except thank you.
I always find it a little bit weird whenever I deal with Carver because as far as Carver goes, I think his transition to the way that he is, and okay, mind you, I never have Carver turn into a Templar. I specifically make it so because I think that his Grey Warden transition is way better than him turning into a Templar. Now, because we know what happens in Inquisition, some of the Templars detract away from the Chantry, and then some of them turn into Red Templars, which are like crazed, totally like drug-filled, or I shouldn't say drug-filled, I should say lyrium-filled, crazy, batshit crazy people. You know, I don't want Carver to turn into that because I actually like his character after he develops. Now, I really hate the fact that whenever I have Carver and I'm trying to, you know, make him like me even though I'm a mage, it sucks. But I think the friendly like transition whenever you have him is so much better. I forgot about that. I still have blend magic on. But that's the way I see it. Okay, I don't think there's anything further that I can do. Wow. Fraps, stop taking... I'm not gonna... I need to stop swearing so much. I haven't sworn that much, but I did swear earlier, and I'm so sorry. So, I can't remember any of the other quests, and we're already at 10 minutes, and I always fluctuate. I used to make these into 30-minute ones, and then I transitioned into... what's it called? Wee. Oh wait, no. I want her. Low town. Ugh. That's what I always hate. I just want to go to her house. Oh, whoop. I'm gonna go to Meryl's house and I'm gonna end it. I always try to stay under 15 minutes, but I don't think we're going to do that here. But wait, I want Anders here because he's a prig. Let's see here, Low Town. We're gonna talk to Meryl and then we're gonna end this. I haven't mentioned this because I want to make it into an announcement video, but I think I've already said it before. On November 2nd, I'm going to be doing a stream. Actually, a lot of us are going to be doing a stream.
Once, back in Ferelden.
Ah, shut up.
I think his name was. Very odd man. He had a marvelous beard.
I shouldn't say shut up, sorry.
I'd never seen one before. I thought a squirrel had grabbed him by the chin.
Okay. As far as things go, what's it called? November 2nd, I'm going to be doing a stream. And it's going to be those from my Team Valkyries. We're going to be streaming. Okay, so of course I'm going to be streaming the rest of DA2, and I'm going to finish the perfect save. I'm going to slam through everything. I'm going to finish all the extra quests on the side. But the other thing is I want to get, before it gets to November, before it gets to October, I want to finish every single quest within Act 1, get Act 1 done, and then go straight into Act 2, because that way I know I can finish it with one day. And second, for anyone who plays Minecraft, I should really make an announcement video. Those who play Minecraft, we're going to have an open server, which means that you can join us. I'll give details more, but if you play Minecraft, be able to play, because we're going to do Hunger Games. So if you know Minecraft Hunger Games, read up on the rules, Google it. It's going to be a lot of fun. There's spots only for 23 people, and I think we're going to have about 6... No. We're going to have 8 spots already reserved. So, yeah, watch out for that. Okay.
Please, Sir Thrask. He won't go to...
Let me talk to this.
I am sorry for your loss, mistress. But I can offer your son mercy only if he turns himself in.
I'm trying to find him, but...
The Templars cannot tolerate apostates.
Silly thing made me re-record. If you notice a little skip, that totally happened because my AC decided to turn on. Such is the problem of having your setup in a basement. Okay.
I'm guessing that Templar wasn't here to offer your son his good wishes.
I am Ariane. My boy, Feynriel. He's all I have. All my family. When I learned he had magic, I could not bear to send him to the Circle. But his connection to the Fade, it gives him nightmares. Dreams of demons speaking in his mind. I would rather lose him to the Circle than to himself.
Did your son run away?
He learned I had contacted Sir Thrask. He felt I betrayed his trust. He thinks he can live free of the Circle. But I am afraid without proper training, he'll kill himself.
One of the things that was mentioned during the DA talk that I mentioned was, I think on the second one, was the idea of whether mages can live on their own. And I mentioned, some people asked me, like, what were my thoughts on the Chantry, and as far as mages go. And my idea is, and I think I mentioned this, but I'll just go back into detail. I personally think that they should be raised in the circles until they're 18. That's the way that I view it. 18 or 21, like the same standard that we have today, basically until they're until they're physically and mentally already grown up and developed. That's what I meant to say. Because the way that I see it, whenever you're young, you have no capacity of how to control yourself and how to do it. And I think that, you know, putting someone in a tower for the rest of their lives is obviously a really bad idea. So, and obviously the Chantry already proved that.
Like
Are you Dalish?
Tattoos. Why do you live in the city?
I was born to the Dalish, but came to Kirkwall for a time and dallied with a human merchant. Vincento. When I found I was with child, neither Vincento nor my tribe wished the burden of an elf-blooded human infant. I raised Feynriel myself, here in the alienage.
Tell me the whole story.
I learned years ago that my son likely had magical talent, but we could not bear the thought of him locked in the gallows. So we hid. When the nightmares began, Feynriel still refused to contact the Circle. But I truly think they are the only people who might save his life.
There's no good reason for Feynriel not to come back in Inquisition as well. There's so many times when Feynriel comes into this story throughout all of the acts that he needs to be either. So one of the things was should I spoil it? Yes, I'm going to spoil it. You have Feynriel go to the Dalish. The Dalish can't help him, so he goes to Deventer. And then Deventer is where he gets all his learning and all that. Now, for me, I think the ability for Feynriel to go to to Venter and to learn and have Hawke kind of, impress upon him, this kind of, kindness to him by keeping him alive and, providing advice, saving him in the Fade, for instance. I thought it was completely, necessary in order to have that. For some reason, I feel like it's going to be a lot better having more influence in Deventer, considering how messed up Deventer, their magisters are. Tell me about the nightmares.
Dreams is he having?
He dreams of demons, calling to him, pulling him into their world. Every day, it grows harder to wake him. That is why I turn to the Circle. They are the only ones that can protect a mage from his own powers.
Of course I'm going to be the good guy here.
Then you have given me the greatest blessing of maker or man. I don't know where Feynriel is gone, but there are 2 places you might start your search. Sir Thrask has been looking for him. If you speak to him in the gallows, he'll be able to tell you what ground he's already covered. And Feynriel's father, Vincento, recently returned from Antiva. He's a merchant in the Lowtown Bazaar. Feynriel might have sought him out.
Might have to skip Meryl this time. The cool thing about it, though, is that if you're a mage, you can go to Vincento, and then you can show him you're a mage, and be like, yo, dog, I'm okay, you can talk to me.
Feynriel's father are not married.
Vincento had no desire for a wife, or an elf-blooded child. I haven't seen him since the day I told him.
Some people just aren't built for family life. At least Feynriel has a mother who cares about him.
I have written, though, to keep him informed about his child. Feynriel wanted to meet him.
Tell me about this Templar.
I believe he's a good man. He doesn't hate mages, but sees what it took me too long to realize. Even the best-intentioned mages are at the mercy of their sleeping minds. There are other Templars who are much less sympathetic.
Jerks.
I will not leave you fearful for a moment longer than necessary.
He ought to have his own life. Out from the shackles of the Circle. Everyone should.
Thank you. It has been a lonely time hiding. It's almost a relief to finally confront this openly.
Yay, okay. I completely forgot that I haven't gone to the alienage yet, so we get to talk. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Meryl's place so that I can be ready to talk to her. Oh, and I mentioned it earlier, there's a mod that I use that has Meryl like that. So yeah, she's showing a lot. Like, practically as much as Isabella is. So, I'm going to save this for the next one. All pretty and stuff. Perfect save, number 13. So yeah, check out on Saturday. Or tomorrow. We're going to be doing that Inquisition podcast. We're going to be talking about Sunder. And we're going to be talking about Inquisition. Next week, I'm going to have DA talk again. I'm going to talk about Sandal, and then I'm also going to show the comments and I'm going to talk a little bit about it in from the old conversation of the old god baby. And if you haven't, you should definitely check out my recent videos, because actually that was... I'm trying to make that into a proper thing, DA talk, and discuss about the different things throughout the Dragon Age lore that can influence Inquisition greatly. So, obviously I'm not going to be always right, but I think it's a good thing to have discourse on the different elements that can happen within the lore. But anyway, I'll see you guys later. Take care. Bye.